Hi kids, welcome to another episode of Butter and Salt. I'm Krista, and that's Kevin. And it's been a while, and I am here to bring you something new. So, February, I interviewed a couple of my friends who live on a sailboat in Mexico. They have since moved their boat and they're visiting the States, and maybe they're back to their boat now. I've kind of lost track at this very moment. But I had a wonderful
time interviewing them.
Your crinkly paper is killing me. Oh, please. Okay. Yes, I had a wonderful time interviewing them. We talked about life on the boat, life in Mexico, where are they dancing now, because that's where I met them. And I interviewed them about their food and cooking and eating in Mexico. And then I made some tortillas and shrimp tacos to go with it. So what you're going to see here is just the food portion, because of course it's butter and salt. But if you want to see the full thing, go check it out over on my Patreon. Full interview, uncut interview is over on the Patreon, where we talk about everything else. Enjoy. So the whole point of how this came about was I was asking Kevin, I wanted to learn to make homemade tortillas. And so I was like, well, if I'm going to make tortillas, I need to make something with tortillas. And so I said, if we were on a beach in Mexico and I handed you a plate of shrimp tacos, what would that taste like? And he was telling me these flavors of, the sea and spicy and citrus. And I was like, you know who I could ask? People who are actually living it.
Yeah.
So what are the tacos down there? Like the shrimp tacos, fish tacos, whatever.
Every taco you get is different, and each palapa you go to is different because, like you said, the seasoning or how they do it.
Most of the traditional places, they don't put anything on it. They bring you this little carousel with little cups full of pico de gallo and salsa and radishes and
different temperatures,
peppers and 4 or 5 different kinds of things, onions and all that.
Plenty of jalapeno,
cilantro, and then you put your own stuff on top of. They bring you this tiny little tortilla with
whatever meat,
something in it with shrimp or fish or arrachera or
chorizo. Some places will give you marlin, smoked marlin on a taco.
Ooh. I got a reaction.
There we go.
Because you don't get it everywhere.
My favorite is the al pastor.
Yes.
Okay.
And there was one. What was it? El pastor.
We did al pastor fish
tacos as a trial. They were just trying to do it.
They did all of the al pastor seasoning on fish tacos with little chunks of pineapple in it.
Oh.
That was good.
You had Krista at pineapple.
That sounds so good.
It's not on the menu permanently.
Thank you for letting me know. I will have it tonight.
And some places, a lot of when you're here, you get they kind of cater more to American tastes.
Yeah.
So it's harder to get traditional good street tacos and good Mexican food. But when you go up to the places where they don't have a city and they don't have anchorages,
you follow the locals home.
You pretty much
you
get fish.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm guessing it's mostly grilled except for some smoke. Or
it's grilled or fried.
Grilled or fried.
Or like the El Pastor's on a spigot.
Don't they usually call the fried ones are considered Baja style?
I think so.
Oh.
Yes, that's right. Because and then depending on what you're getting and where you're at.
Yeah.
Some of them are pan fried.
Or battered.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then each region has their own different take on it. It's hard to get. We've never found a good place for al pastor in Mazatlan. We found really great places here, and we found really great places in La Paz, but that's it.
Oh.
Yeah.
We did find last time. We found one good place in San Carlos that had al pastor.
Yes. So it's a hit and miss.
Oh my God. a crab tostada.
Oh yes, on a beach.
Yeah. Okay. Crab tostada. We're gonna write that one. I don't have to write it down. It's recorded. It's fine.
There's nothing there. It's just this small tostada, like a tortilla, with a pile of crab on it, like
it's a mountain
that thick. You
we
can hardly get it in your mouth.
It was amazing.
There was nothing else. It's just crab.
But they had all the condiments on the table if you wanted to, but you didn't need it.
Right.
Yeah. We were shocked how much meat they put on that thing.
Okay.
For what? About $2, I think it was, something ridiculous.
Oh my!
It was $3.
Okay.
That's the difference. That's the difference too. Is that you're talking $1 or $2, but you're getting this really good taco.
Yeah.
And I don't know what they're costing now in the States.
Normally they just put onion and cilantro on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Onion and cilantro, and sometimes some places it's hard to find flour tortillas.
Yeah.
Usually it's corn.
Oh.
That's true.
Okay.
Unless you're in like a...
They call the flour one something different. They usually call them quesadillas.
Oh.
Because it's got flour.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
And the ones with cheese, they call them gobinators.
Yes.
Okay.
A gobinator has melted cheese in it.
To hold it all together.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then here they have them that look like tostadas, and they have melted cheese, kind of grilled on top. So like you can get it's like an al pastor taco, but the tortilla is like a tostada tortilla, fried flat, and then they put the al pastor stuff on it, and then they pour cheese on it, put cheese on it, and then melt it.
Okay.
That's
and they call that a volcano.
Volcano.
The volcanoes.
Wow.
Volcanoes are only in PD. We've not seen them anywhere else.
Huh. It's a local cuisine specialty.
So, and then what was Chapultepec? So it's
Cerveceria Chapultepec. Yeah.
Everything on the menu is 20. Now it's 21 pesos. So you get
Which
a whole
little
list.
Over $1.
Okay.
Everyone's got a list of all the tacos. Then you have tostadas. Because like the one, there's an Oriental tostada.
Some of them, they instead of using a tortilla, they put a really thin slice of jicama.
Oh, that was, you're right. So that one is just amazing. That was we got from one of the young kids teaching us Spanish in Mazatlan. We had them, where do you guys go? We were on a budget. You guys don't have that much money. And he said, this is where we go for lunch. And then, what was it, Looney Bean? There's a coffee cafe at the other end of the thing that they go for breakfast or coffee and discuss the world problems.
Perfect. Sounds heavy.
Yeah.
A little early.
So when you go in there, it's just a paper menu, and you I want one of those. Everything's going to be 21. Even the Pacific goes 21. It went up to 21. It was 19.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Inflation.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. So those are really good.
Those are really good. Yeah.
What else was it?
Oh my gosh, aguachile.
That's the other one.
It's like ceviche, only it's shrimp.
Shrimp.
Ooh.
It's just shrimps that have been cooked in the lime juice.
Lime juice
and sliced cucumbers, and red not bell peppers, purple onions. Long slices of purple onions. And then they kind of marinate the whole thing and bring it out. And the shrimpies are still a little bit raw.
But really good.
But it's very good.
Yeah.
And they'll give you the condiments to dip it if you want hot sauce or whatever, different.
And they don't call tortilla chips here. They call them
Topolos. Okay.
So when you go, when you're in the store looking on the chip aisle, like potato chips and stuff, they'll have all the Doritos and all of that crap and the potato chips. But you won't see any tortilla chips. And then in a separate place, you'll find all of these topolos, and that's kind of what they do for tortilla chips.
Tortilla chips.
Sure. Yeah.
But what I was kind of surprised by is that it's not really that common. Like when you go to a palapa on the beach and have tacos, they don't just bring tortilla chips and salsa unless it's an American kind of a place.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Right,
like
that's true.
they know we expect tortillas and tortilla chips and salsa, so they bring them.
Yeah.
So like when
Otherwise-
you're you're up at the sea and you pull in at Anchorage and you go up to shore.
No chips.
No.
But this year,
Oh, they also do a thing here that you would probably like. They call them stuffed potato, papas rellenos, stuffed potatoes.
That sounds good.
Where they do like either baked potato or you can do mashed potatoes depending on how fancy the place you go to is. And they bust it open and then lay usually it's slices of arrachera, bell peppers, onions, and cheese on top, or whatever they've got. Sometimes I've seen them throw like peas and corn in it, or just whatever vegetables they have around.
It's really
Yeah.
You can get either arrachera or you can get chicken in it usually.
Yep.
That's very good. And shrimp, yes.
And shrimp.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
Shrimp is everywhere.
But we did learn the arrachera is kind of like, what would it be like in the States?
It's a flap steak.
Flap steak, or it's very thin, but they kind of really wafer it. But when we got it from Mazatlan the first time, the guy wanted to know if we wanted it seasoned. And we said, sure. He always say yes. So he's doing this knife thing with it, making it real thin. Then he takes and cuts an orange in half and covers it with orange from a fresh orange.
Oh.
And then seasons it up. And that tenderizes the meat.
That makes sense.
God.
The citrus.
Then you grill it. And,
it's impossible to screw it up.
yeah, but then you'll eat more.
It's just
Yeah.
Because as you're cutting it, you're the one cutting it. You're taking a bite. Oh, okay.
Oh, I'll have this piece. I'll have this piece.
That's what happens. Heck yeah, you got to sample it. You don't want anyone
I'm wondering,
being
it's like
disappointed.
you buy 2 pounds of this stuff, and
And it's gone.
there's
We get
2
two
of us.
bowls out of it.
That's funny. Is that what happened with that?
Yeah.
We tasted along the
I
way.
tasted along the
Yeah.
way. Cool. Yay.
All right.
Well,
Okay.
thanks, guys. We'll catch up later.
All right.
All right.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
We're going to do a bit of a blind reaction. Not really blind because obviously I made this, but it's been, like I said, several months. So we're going to walk through the tortilla process together. So in this recipe, you're going to need flour, olive oil, and I believe that's baking powder, and some salt and water. And that's it. Not vanilla extract. You see that sitting there? That's because I had started my homemade vanilla extract, and I named it Claire after Claire Saffins. I'm not going to put the recipe on the screen just because it's not my recipe. I actually found it on Pinterest. It was very good. It's a good starting base for me, but it's not one that I'll go back to. It's one that I will start with and then evolve from, because our climate here, I don't know if I did something wrong, but it got really crusty. You'll see in just a minute. But yeah, I saved you a lot of pain watching me twist my salt shaker for a full, I think it's a teaspoon. That took so long. Just insane amount of time to twist that much. Yeah. Anyway, like I said, I'm gonna link it down below so you can try it yourself. It's actually made a really delicious tortilla, but I want to try different fats. So instead of olive oil, I want to try butter, I want to try lard, and really come up with my own opinion about what I like. But this one was a great starter, and I had everything on hand. I didn't have to have any special equipment, and I didn't have to have any special ingredients like lard. I don't have lard. I have Crisco. I wonder if there's recipes for Crisco. I just want to try things that are in my pantry as a staple first. So yes, there's a lot of kneading. Once you get it kind of combined together with a fork in a bowl, you're going to use your hands, the utensils that we were born with, and we're just going to kind of bring it together. You're going to see, I'm going to jump ahead, but it took a while to get to this point. I think it was like 5 minutes or something of just consistent kneading. It goes from scraggly to this really smooth, elastic ball like that. You can push on it and it bounces back. And then for the gluten development, you have to, I make it sound like I know what I'm talking about. For the gluten development, you have to let it rest. Otherwise, when you cut it and then try to roll it out, it's just gonna spring back. You need all of that to relax. I just adjusted my glasses. And then here's where I think I went wrong. I put a tea towel on it. I don't remember if that was in the recipe. I'll double check, but I put a tea towel on it, and I think that might have been too airy. Because right here, you'll see when I start cutting it, that it has a weird crust on it. Other recipes I've seen cover it with plastic wrap. And that tortilla press right there, I very quickly learned as I was trying to roll these out, that's a corn tortilla press. The flour, it just wants to spring right back. So, good old trusty rolling pin. See that one that's kind of off to the side that's already flattened out? I cut all that out because that was a terrible mistake. I knew I'd do this video. But you can get some really good tortillas with your rolling pin rather than any special tortilla press. This was my first one, so it didn't get all the lovely brown. I don't have any oil or anything in the pan. It is just the dry skillet. Then I made some just shrimp. Really, today's video was all about learning how to make tortillas, so I have a base to start from next time I want to make tortillas. So I just made a really simple, quick shrimp and then topped it with whatever I had in the refrigerator that I would normally like on a taco. I was missing avocado and shredded lettuce and stuff like that, but it's what I had on hand. Man, my hair was short.
A little still on the floury side. And I think that's what was burning in my pan. Smoking. Because I needed to have it at a high heat. But much better than store bought.
100%.
Hands down. These are going to make great quesadillas tomorrow.
And they did. I hope you enjoyed that. I have another one coming up as well. I'm a terrible friend, and these are months and months and months and months old, but I finally got them out. Love you guys. Catch you soon. Oh, if you like this episode, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, subscribe to my channel, and while you're there, click the little bell saying you want to be notified every time we do one of these. I plan to have, I have a list. I just have to do it. If you want to see more of us, go check me out over on the TikToks. Those are a lot easier to make, a lot faster. And then also, yeah, go check out our Patreon. I'm going to do some more exclusive stuff back there, and I kind of want to build this community where we talk about...
What's the name of your thing on TikTok?
Butter and Salt Krista. Spell it all out. Butter and Salt Krista. No spaces. It's fun. Crafting, mostly food, tiny house living, all that fun stuff. And you get short bursts of content, 15 seconds to 3 minutes. So, I think that was it.
That was it.
It's good to see you again.
Say bye.
Bye.